What is going on, YouTubenites? Hope you guys are having a great day. I was going to do this as a pre-recorded video like I normally do with letters from the Long Box, but being that it is Comic-Con weekend and there's been some cool stuff dropping today, man, I couldn't mind to get hype. And one of the reasons why, man, I was really disappointed with San Diego at home Comic-Con for not doing live streams and not having the comments enabled. Just horrible social media presence on their part. They should have hired your boy to do it because I would have rocked it. You know what I'm saying? Got the fan engagement. What I mean, if San Diego Comic-Con is one thing, what is it? It is freaking wall-to-wall interaction with fans, and they cut it out all of it. Go to the San Diego Comic-Con YouTube page and they have pre-recorded videos. It's just fucking whack. Fuck, it sucks so bad. At least IGN is posting some panels with the live chat, which they totally ignore, but either way, you can at least leave a live chat in there. But the San Diego Comic-Con page, all the comments are disabled and none of the videos are live or even premieres. So unlike where we are here, I got my friends in the live chat I could kick it with, man. Red Lodge Crow, Darth Cubby, Mikey Sutton's in the house. What's up, Mikey? Happy San Diego Comic-Con to everybody. Vazel Sahukan, sorry, I killed that. Repair Tech Tony, Victoria Pagak, JLS Comics, Brian Daniel. We got our usual mailbag, and if I can, I will show you guys the, as soon as I figure out how to do it, I'm going to show you guys the New Mutants trailer, and maybe we can all watch it together and we can react to it real time. It looked pretty dope. Let me see if I can find it while you guys are congregating here. You know, IGN hosted a New Mutants panel that was pretty fun. They had all the actors as well as the director, Josh Boone, and they talked about the Comic-Con, and unfortunately, they're still sticking with an August 28th release date, which makes no sense at all. Don't know why they're doing that. There's no fucking movie theaters opening up on August 28th. That is literally less than a month away. Do you think a movie theater will open on August 28th? Today is July 23rd because tomorrow's my birthday, July 24th. I won't be on the YouTubes this whole weekend, but I'll be watching San Diego Comic-Con stuff because I'm going to go enjoy my birthday as much as I can. But absolutely just utter bullshit that they're still saying is August 28th, and they're lying through their fucking teeth. There's no way it gets released there. Just release it on Disney Plus. Just do it already. Stop lying to us. It's a slap in our faces. Mulan just got pushed back a year. Avatar 2 got pushed back a year. Everything getting pushed back, yet New Mutants has the magical power to be released on August 28th. Fuck you. Fuck you. Although the new trailer is pretty cool, and that's why I'm so pissed off, because the new trailer is pretty freaking cool. Let me see. I think I just found it. If you saw the footage on IGN, they showed a first full minute of the let me see if I can find it for y'all, man. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'll play it for you guys and we can watch along at home, kind of doing our own San Diego Comic-Con, since San Diego Comic-Con totally fucked us all over by giving us any fan interaction whatsoever, having no idea how fandom works. Fuck all you guys, man. I'm just totally pissed off, and it's my birthday tomorrow, but it's neither here nor there. Let me get right to it here, boys and girls. I think I shared it here. As soon as I figure out how to share it in here, we'll watch it together. So hold on one second. I think I found it. All right. I found it. So let's see if we can enjoy it together before I get to the letters of the Long Box, everybody. Premiering the new and final, maybe, New Mutants trailer. Let me see if I can share this properly with you guys. Share screen. Share audio. Chrome tab. All right, guys. Let's get right to it. Kick back, turn up your volume, and let's watch this new trailer together.
Stuck by us for so long, and they are just hyped to see this movie. So yeah, we brought them the beginning of the movie. So hopefully the opening will give them something to look forward to.
It's an introduction by Josh Boone.
The opening scene of the New Mutants.
Cool.
Okay.
There's an old Native American proverb that says, inside every person, there are two bears, forever locked in combat for your soul. One bear is all things good, compassion, love, trust. The other is all things evil, fear, shame, and self-destruction. What's happening?
We have to run as fast as we can!
Wait!
Don't let go of my hand!
Put your headphones on. You can hear the bear growling.
Here, hide here. Have to go help them.
No, Dad, please.
Put your headphones on.
Leave me
Listen,
alone.
turn this up.
Danny, I have to go back. Stay here.
Whoa, that sounds wicked. What? I would have freaked the fuck out and seen a face looking at me through a grill.
All of you have killed someone. If you weren't here, you'd be in prison. Or worse. And you mutants are dangerous.
We know.
Sunspot.
Takes your greatest
Goddamn magic was hot.
and makes you live through it.
Ooh, scary.
What are you doing?
Gotta get better someday.
Even there!
Let's play a game.
Whoa! I did it! I'm loving the like raving.
Yo, that was off. I gotta say, man, that was that was pretty incredible, man. I saw the entire panel live. I gotta say, man, that's why I'm so pissed off. That's why I am so pissed off that they are still lying to us with an August 28th release date. I can't even get a fucking haircut, but they're going to release a movie on August 28th. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Parental guidance suggested. Yeah, man. Yeah, no way it's going to happen. But as more and more trailers happen, and they should be happy that I am pissed off, because this trailer made me pissed off that they're planning on releasing it in theaters on August 28th. There's not a movie theater that will be open on August 28th in North America, South America, wherever they think they're going to show this shit. But pretty incredible. Magic looks badass. Give me the Soul Sword. Even little Arya Stark. Now, you know what? It just dawned on me. Arya and Sansa Stark both are mutants in the movies, right? Dark Phoenix and Wolfsbane. Go figure that, man. And their brother is going to be the Black Knight. Who else can be? Oh, and the other brother is in the Eternals. I just realized that. So 4 of the Stark kids are in technically in the MCU now. That's pretty incredible, man. But let's get right to it, boys and girls. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's a ton of stuff that's dropping all over the internet. San Diego Comic-Con, At Home Comic-Con is just a horse shit of a show. They have no idea how to run anything virtually. They cobbled this together a few months in advance, and it shows. It sucks. All the live comments are disabled. They don't even have streaming live interactions with fans. It's loosely based on Twitter. It's irritating. They should have had the Lords run the San Diego Comic-Con. We would have rocked this shit. But you know what? Let's get right to the letters from the long box. And if any more magical rants, then you will hear me. But, you know, before we kick it off, boys and girls, how about some DJ Curse? You know what I'm saying? Shake and bake and pull it back.
Oh my God. Come on and get some, boys.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's three greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
Laugh it up. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Come on and get some, boys.
Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?
Like a spider monkey.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the San Diego Comic-Con Letters from the Long Box mailbag, viewer mailbag, where me and Mikey Sutton will answer all your questions you have on the Lords of Long Box. So after this video post, please don't leave any questions in the live chat. You can. I'll try to answer them real time. Mikey's in there as well. But after this video post, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll get to your video next Thursday when we're back on the air. This video drops every Thursday. So let's get right to it, boys and girls. Let me find some stuff. I'm going to leave this graphic up here while I answer the questions because I left them in these little things right here. Boom. First question is from Marisol Rios. She asks, Dear Mikey, will there ever be a live action Spider-Verse with Toby, Andrew, and Tom? I heard that a possible live action Spider-Verse would start filming in mid-2021 and that William Dafoe would return. Mikey's answer is ding, ding, ding. The live action Spider-Verse film is actually one of my scoops. Yes, it will happen. However, I sincerely doubt that William Dafoe would return since he died pretty spectacularly in the films. But thank you for your question, Marisol Rios. Our next question up is coming. And these are all questions from Lords of Long Box, by the way. These are from the video that I posted last week. The next question up is from our friend Bean 2099. Is Marvel ever going to bring Blue Marvel into the MCU? And on the DC front, is Kingdom Come still coming on HBO Max? Blue Marvel is not in any form for development for the MCU that he knows of. However, I am told he has been brought up as a possibility. So there's a little bit of discussion that he may turn into something. No movement on the Kingdom Come, as many projects are in a holding pattern at DC and until the results of the Snyder Cut are in. that will decide which directions they may be pursuing going forward with HBO Max. So it's kind of like, let's hurry up and wait and see. DC is very kind of reactionary. They, instead of having a roadmap and sticking to it, they kind of get freaked out by what fans have said, and they react accordingly. And would you blame them? I mean, they kind of have, they probably got a little PTSD from their film. So thank you for the question. Next question up is from our friend Marvel Freak. Marvel Freak asks, does Marvel Studios have any plans for a crossover with Daredevil and Spider-Man teaming up against Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin? Definitely another wish from numerous fans. However, there have been no talks of that currently. Once Daredevil is off his legal leash from Netflix, we will see what happens. So they technically can't plan anything. So, but you can bet you that there's going to be plans for it. And I think Vincent D'Onofrio is a good chance to return since he's such a fan favorite. He absolutely killed it on Daredevil. Thank you, Marvel Freak. All right, next question up is coming from our friend Unnecessary Roughness. Thanks for answering my question. Another question for you. If a comic skyrockets in price, such as Ultimate Fallout 4, and you don't have any copies, do you chase the trend or buy an expensive one? Hopefully it only goes up from there, or do you just swallow your pride and take the L? Mikey's philosophy has always been to buy cheap. Don't wait for others to inflate the value beyond the means of your wallet, but TiVo can answer this best. The worst thing that can happen to you in comic collecting is FOMO, or the fear of missing out. We always say, jokingly, if you don't want to miss out on anything, buy everything. But the seeds have been there for Ultimate Fallout 4 when we first started discussing it months ago, and it kind of blown up. But that being said, I don't think it's going anywhere. It's going to plummet in price anytime soon. Ultimate Fallout 4 is a good spec because it's a major character. It has already has an animated film, and they got big plans for him. He's a major character in the Marvel Comics. There's other books out there that are, less desirable to say, meaning long-term spec on villains is always questionable. Villains a lot of times are one and done, so be careful how you spec on villains. If you want to see a real-time example of that, watch how Snowflame will go down in flames in a few weeks from now. Snowflame, of course, the coke-addled villain, but heroes are always a great long-term spec. Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, Silk, any of those major characters, especially in the Spider-Verse world, because Sony is kind of limited on what they can do, and hopefully they'll work with Marvel. But Ultimate Fallout 4, if you're going to buy one, buy a raw copy. I wouldn't get a slab copies because 9.8s are going for over $1,000 now, so you got to be careful on that. So, and I would also be hesitant on chasing variants and whatever Donny Cates is pushing, be it the Dark Winter or Null. There's a big comic crossover that's happening at the end of the year, and after that, he'll be gone. So just be careful on the comics. Remember, what comics hold in values are characters that continue building up on the films. Even Batman Adventures 12 has dropped in price, if you think about it. But if you think about Ultimate Fallout 4, the Deservic variant, that thing is still expensive. If you think about Edge of Spider-Verse #2, the Greg Land variant, if modern comic spec is a little bit different because there's such a high print run, look for the smaller print run variants, and those are where you'll find the value in long-term spec. I mean, they're going to be expensive, but if you get, because now modern print runs are so high, if you can get the 1 in 50 variant or 1 in 25 variant, I think that's a better option for long-term. But always be careful of villains. But I think Ultimate Fallout 4 is settling in at its price. And once there's a live action film, it's only going to go up even further. I think Ultimate Fallout 4 still has room to grow. So there you go. All right, next question up is from our friend DC Cash or DC Ash. I said it wrong last time, but anyway. Who are the front runners for Johnny Storm and The Thing, he asks. Good question. He's obviously talking about the Fantastic Four. I don't know who this is, but Mikey says Darcy Montgomery. I'm probably saying that wrong. Diarcre Montgomery for Johnny Storm and Adam Warlock. I don't know about The Thing. However, with the virus delaying everything, Montgomery may be too old by now for the Human Torch. Let me see who this person is and see if I can find a picture of him for you, because I have a feeling I'm butchering his name. Yeah, okay. I can see him. He's an Australian actor. I'll put the name here in the live chat. This is who Mikey has heard is up for Johnny Storm. He is, let's see how old he is. 25 years old, good looking kid, young. He kind of looks like young Chris Evans, if that's possible. Just another reason to hate this guy, since I'm going to be turning 49. Yeah, there you go. I don't even know how to say his name, man. Diacre, dark gray, whatever, man. He's got good size. He's about 5'10". He's going to put some muscle on, so it's good size for the Human Torch there. So there you go. So Diacre Montgomery for the Human Torch is what Mikey says. All right, on to our next question. Our friend Peter Porker asks, are they planning a trilogy for the Fantastic Four? And will we see Galactus and the Silver Surfer team up? I think I know the answer to this one, but I'll let Mikey respond. Mikey's response is, I wouldn't call it a trilogy, as they won't be a single story stretched into 3 movies. Galactus and the Silver Surfer will be appearing eventually. So it's going to be long-term, more than just, 3 films. They can spread it out to whomever. They're just such big characters. Like, if you think about Thanos, man, Thanos is really spread over like 8 films. If you think about all the cameos that he was in. So think of Galactus as the ultimate big baddie. Just really a force of nature, if you think about it. And the Silver Surfer obviously can be in Fantastic Four films as well as his own trilogy. So that's where we go with that. Next question up is from our friend Superfan. Are we going to witness the debut of Squadron Supreme in the MCU anytime soon? He also has a request asking about the Big Ten, and it keeps on asking if they're going to be showing up in HBO. There have been talks of the Squadron Supreme appearing in the MCU, but I don't know about how soon. So like he said, everything is just buy everything and you won't miss out on everything. All right, that's what we say. All right, let's go to our next question. These are all from Geekosity. David Steinberg asks, any chance of Warriors 3 returning in Thor Love and Thunder? I know they are dead, but Valhalla is part of the comics and mythology that has not been explored yet in the MCU. Good question. I was whispered that the Warriors 3 will come back for a Disney Plus into the Journey into Mystery series. However, I don't know if it will happen in Love and Thunder. So I think we talked about that a while back, that for the long term of Disney Plus, they were planning a Asgard spinoff series called Journey into Mystery to tell stories of certain Asgardians. So there you go. That's a great question. Thank you. All right, next question up is, I don't know who asked this, but I just have the question here. So let's see it. Is there any truth of there being a chance of Batfleck returning in a mini-series if the Snyder Cut does well? Yes, there is. But to my knowledge, he hasn't signed a contract yet. He is open to returning, though. If you've seen the recent reports, they've said that Ben Affleck has gotten back into shape. There were some photos of him prior to this. He's just out there hanging out with the dad bod, smoking a cig, drinking a beer. So I guess he's getting into shape for something. So we don't know. Could he be? Because if you think about his Batman shape, he was yoked. I mean, we're talking human growth hormone like crazy. He was like too yoked, to be honest with you. That didn't look healthy. All right, good question. Next question. One of my favorites. And this is coming from our friend Nick Taylor from Geekosity. Is the Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom team-up movie still going to happen? Everything is still on course for Triumph and Torment. So yes, we talked about this on the Lords a while ago. Based on the awesome graphic novel, Triumph and Torment is Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange going to the realms of hell to win back Doctor Doom's mother's soul from the clutches of Mephisto. So that will be awesome. Not really a comic you can spec on, since it was a graphic novel, like a trade paperback, but it's a great story. If you've never read it, go peep it out. Next question is from Siraj Mehra. Why does Deadpool creator keep saying that Deadpool 3 will not happen? He is the only one saying it. Is this a tactic at Disney to initially announce the film? If you don't know, Rob Liefeld has been on a tear. He was just on another thing for San Diego. It's on the San Diego Comic-Con page where he was talking Snake Eyes, and he took another shot at Deadpool 3 in his Adderall rage, because there's something wrong with that dude. He's only like 5'5", so I don't know where he gets all this energy from, but he's like a little gnome that bounces all over the place when he speaks. It's kind of crazy. Then again, he blocked me, so I really can't tell you what he's thinking most of the time. So Mikey's response is, it certainly gets Rob Liefeld's social media attention, that's for sure. He should know that Kevin Feige follows his own game plan. Deadpool is a massive part of the Fox acquisition. That's like buying a that's like buying a storage unit with a Lamborghini, but never taking it out for a spin. So the interesting thing is, like, Feige is probably saying we're at the point where we don't need to talk to you, Rob Liefeld, about what we're doing, because really, whatever you've done, we're doing now. Ed Brubaker will probably give us more input on the Deadpool character than you have. If we need somebody with questionable feet and hands, we'll give you a holler. But in the meantime, hey, enjoy writing your books and doing Snake Eyes or whatever else you're working on. But I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige is not calling Rob Liefeld up to get ideas on Deadpool 3 stories. Interesting enough, I think Rob Liefeld is a little pissed off that he's been kept out of the loop on Deadpool 3 because Ryan Reynolds has talked about there's plans with Deadpool 3. So I think Liefeld's a little salty that he's not included in the plans. Like Fox was like kissing his ass when Deadpool was coming out. He was doing all the press junkets and how it was his character, but he didn't say that really was these other guys that made Deadpool break the fourth wall. And Fabian Nicieza, who actually wrote the character. Rob Liefeld just gave him the art and stole the ideas from Deathstroke. So there you go. Good question, though. All right, next up is Jojo Areola. Oh, but I didn't say that wrong. Will they or won't they release Black Widow and Wonder Woman 1984 on online streaming? They will lose billions of dollars of revenue if they bypass the theaters and release those films on VOD. New Mutants is the antithesis of that, where it really kind of, that money I think is kind of lumped into the purchase price of what Disney got for Fox. So they're like, hey, we'd like to release it in theaters, but you know, we can release it on demand or on Disney Plus and make back our money. So you know, we're not losing much. They probably figure it's a cost of doing business when they bought. Excuse me, let me get back to my stuff here. When they bought all the stuff part of Disney or Fox, the Fox deal, whatever billions of dollars it costs, they just figured, hey, New Mutants is part of the purchase price, so why not? It's kind of like when you buy a collection and you don't really parse out each individual book. But Black Widow, $1 billion franchise, potentially. We don't know that yet since she hasn't had her own solo film, but we're going off what Marvel did with Captain Marvel. With Black Panther, obviously they were $1 billion franchises. Wonder Woman has already proven to be possibly $1 billion franchise. You don't put those movies out on VOD or on streaming with that much money and marketing that you have to put into it. You might as well wait the pandemic out and then release it, right? Everything else has been pushed back. There's other things like Artemis Fowl and some other things that you've seen released that, you know, there's not a ton of money that's put into it, but they would be deep in doo-doo and losing money if they were ever think about putting Black Widow and Wonder Woman on digital release or whatever they're calling it, VOD, straight to video, Disney Plus, what have you. So that's it, boys and girls. So enjoy your San Diego Comic-Con to see if there's anything else. I'm trying to think. There was a boys panel right before I went on here, so I wonder if there's a new boys trailer. So that's coming today. There's a Marvel 616 panel that dropped, which I was a little disappointed in. The way they teased it, it made it sound like it was going to be on Disney Plus, but there was a panel, and it's basically different directors talking about the Marvel Comics 616, and that's actually going to debut on Disney Plus this fall. The panel today that came out at Thursday and it was just a 45-minute panel to talk about the show that's coming out. So unfortunately, there's that. Too bad, man. So yeah. So if you haven't seen it, man, go peep out the New Mutants panel. It really gets you excited and pissed off at the same time. That they would boldly lie to our faces and tell us that August 28th release date for the New Mutants is still happening, which I'm sitting inside my house right now and I don't see it happening. We can't even sit inside restaurants yet. Movie theaters aren't open. You got to get your haircut outside. I don't see how you could fit in even half capacity of a movie theater inside now with the way the restrictions are in state. And it's July 23rd and they're talking August 28th. So I watched the panel closely. And even the director, Josh Boone, still said it was August 28th. I don't know how well they believe that, but when August 28th comes, it's either going to get pushed back again or it's going to get released to VOD or Disney Plus. One of the two. I just don't see how it can meet that date. Mulan was just pushed back. Avatar 2 was just pushed back, and those are still in pre-production. Or excuse me, Mulan is ready to go, actually. It's already been edited, filmed, and just needs a release date. Black Widow still being pushed back. They're still waiting. I mean, typically this is the time of the year July 23rd, we'd be talking about San Diego Comic-Con. We'd be talking about movies that already came out. Typically, all the big blockbusters are already out by now in the summertime. Those big blockbusters typically come out in May and June. By July, we're already in toward the end of it, or then August for it. And then in San Diego Comic-Con, we would have got new news and new trailers. But we always got a DC Fandom coming out August 22nd. So we got a lot of fun information on that. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but go peep out Grace Randolph's channel. That's probably the first time you ever heard me say that. But she has an interview that she somehow scored with Zack Snyder. How the hell did I am telling you, this woman signed a deal with Satan to just get her popularity. I don't know how she even sees through all that eye makeup, but go peep out Grace Randolph's channel. She has an interview with Zack Snyder that's very interesting. He talks about the DCEU, the Snyder Cut, and a bunch of other stuff. So you can kind of use that as your San Diego Comic-Con tide you over. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. Thanks for joining us. Jacob Yakubik, JLS Comics holding it down with the ranch. Rafael Magaldi, Doc J 2021, CT Kook, Mikey Sutton still holding it down. I'm seeing Mikey's been hitting me up on my phone about any if he's got any scoops for y'all, man. Hold on. Since I held you guys captive here. Yeah, he was just talking about what's interesting about the New Mutants panel is there was a cool Bill Sienkiewicz, because I was watching it and the actual moderator of the panel said Bill Sienkiewicz, which is wrong. His actual name is Bill Sienkiewicz, who is one of the prominent Marvel artists that joined, that drew the New Mutants after their first initial runs. And one of his story arcs is going to be based on what the movie is based off, Curse of the Demon Bear. So if you watch the trailer and heard this crazy kind of bear growling noise in your head, that's the Demon Bear. So that's going to be badass. So Bill Sienkiewicz has got a limited poster he's got for sale on his website. I think it's $275, but there's only X amount. It's kind of like a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So go check out Bill Sienkiewicz's website. Get yourself a New Mutants poster. If you haven't seen Bill Sienkiewicz's art, it's really, really kind of trippy and cool. It lends perfectly to horror type comic books. So I think that's it. Let me see. Yeah, man. So I will see you guys next week, man. I'm gonna enjoy my birthday tomorrow. Probably gonna go get some sushi. Oh, baseball's back. Gonna watch the Oakland A's play the Angels tomorrow on TV. You know what? If I'm gonna be stuck at home, give me basketball and baseball, and I'm happy, man. That's all I need. I just need sports. I don't care what else happens, man, because I'll stream some stuff and I'll watch sports for the rest of the quarantine. So thank you guys for joining us. After this video post, make sure you leave a question and we'll answer your question on next week's show. Make sure your questions are good, succinct, and short, which they never are, but and Mikey would choose whatever ones we select. And if we answer your question over there, you will get a Marvel No Prize. They are in the mail. Until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
Oh my God.
Hold on and get some, boys.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's three greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
Laugh it up, fuzzball. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Hold on and get some, boys. What the heck is the deal? I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?
Like a spider monkey.
Now let's do this.
Rewind, select, and come again. Pull up that from the top to the very last. Jump.
Who are you to make their lives bitter in hard bondage? In this you shall know that the Lord is
Long Box.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do it! We're here! We're back! Word up!
Can't do what y'all.
You can't get fresher than this!
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 5 greatest heroes. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
When it comes, I won't even notice.
Oh, how so?